Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a little something different from the Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures line. This is Siren Prowl. Let's take a look at the packaging real quick. Up top, you have a really cool big Autobot logo there. Down the side, you have Transformers. You see the Cyberverse Adventures logo with Bumblebee there. And Prowl, Siren Shot. You get a cartoon image of him with his Siren Shot effect. There he is, still in the box. And on the side of the packaging, you get some other figures in the line, such as Hot Rod, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee. He is a deluxe class figure. On the bottom, you get your product information. On the other side, you get a very cool piece of artwork with Prowl there, looking very, very G1 in his design. Really liking that design. Very cool. You have the Authentics logo down the bottom. And on the back, you have your product shots of Prowl. His function is a military strategist, and he converts in 19 steps to his police car mode. And again, another image of the Siren Shot blast there. So very, very cool. I wasn't expecting to pick this figure up, but now that we have him in hand, let's open him up and see what he's all about. All right, so here we have Siren Shot Prowl out of the packaging and on the turntable, just getting a quick 360 view of this guy. I think his deco looks really cool. One thing you will notice that his plastic is sort of that milky, soapy plastic that they used for the, I believe it was the Siege Ape Face that I know everyone was not really a fan of, as well as myself. I just kind of think it looks kind of cheap. I don't mind it so much on this figure, but as we get up close and personal with this guy, you'll see that it's that sort of milky plastic that they used on the Siege Ape Face. So let's get him off the turntable and look at his details. Alright, so before we get into the details of this Prowl figure, let's take a look at his accessories. He does come with 3 accessories, one of them being his blaster, which is very cool. It's very G1-esque in its design, and it's cast in this sort of bluish-gray plastic, and it's very nice. Actually, some nice sculpted detail in through there. So it is the same on both sides. Just turn that around. And yeah, I really like that gun sculpt. So, and it fits in his hand like so, and it's actually very, very tight. So really not exaggerating there, it's actually a very tight fit. And then he does come with 2 blast effects which are different. So on my left, you have the blast effect here, which you can tell is sort of rounded and sort of bulbous at the end there. And then on my right, you do have a sort of thinner, sort of more, I don't know, sort of watered down version of this one. So it is cool that they cast these in different shapes. So it is done in sort of a yellowish orange clear plastic. And these are able to just mount right on these shoulder cannons here in true Prowl fashion. And we'll just get them mounted there. So there he is, all armored up. So very cool. I really like how they differentiated the sculpt on the blast effects. So it's very cool. I've never seen that before. Usually you just get, 2 of the same or repeats of the same blast effect. So that's very cool that they did that. So let's take a look at him up close. Let's take his accessories off. Now, as I mentioned, up close and personal, you do get that sort of same soapy, milky, off-white plastic that we did see with Siege Ape Face. I'm not a huge fan, and I know a lot of people were not a huge fan of that plastic. Kind of wish this guy was done in just like a pure white. I think it would have been a little bit more striking. As it is, they did go with that sort of same, I'll call it the Ape Face plastic there. I don't really think it detracts from this figure as much as it did from Ape Face, so I'm really not as bothered on this figure. But anyway, so getting in close on the head sculpt, you get a really cool Prowl head sculpt there, the dark bluish gray for the face. You get some light blue paint for the eyes and that nice crisp red for the crest there. You got your Autobot symbol front and center. You get some really nice blue metallic paint with some light blue accents here. And one thing I really like about this figure is this sort of shield with the gold star here. That's a really cool effect. And also some of the sculpt work on this, if you turn the arms around, there's another little sort of bit of sculpt work there, which is really nice. I mean, there's a lot of nice sculpt work on this figure for a Cyberverse figure. Going down the torso, you get some of that more blue-gray paint. And then you get some, again, some nice sculpted detail on the waist there. And going down the legs, again, you get that nice metallic blue paint. You get some clear blue plastic for the shins there. And then on the feet, again, you have that, that same soapy plastic there. But one thing I noticed on the box is that his feet are painted. If you look here, there's some red paint, some little red accents on his lower toe there. And on my figure, as you can see, yeah, there's nothing. So I might just go in with some red paint there and sort of touch it up. I wonder, I think in vehicle mode it acts as the tail light, so not sure why they put that on the box but left it off the figure. Anyways, so yeah, just going around the figure, there he is from the side. Again, you get some nice, interesting sculpt work here. We'll look at more details in vehicle mode, but yeah, not so much hollowness on this guy, so very nice for a Cyberverse figure. So getting into articulation, we have his head is just able to do a full 360. You do get a little bit of hollowness on the back of the head, which I really hate that. It just looks awful. But anyways, it is what it is, right? This can also be moved back if you don't want to use the blasters there, the blast effects. You can just put those down. So that is articulated. His head doesn't really. It just goes around 360, and that's about it. If you move the door back, you do get a full 360 on the arm, and it does hinge out there, and it's just only ball joint there. And you do get a upper bicep swivel there. And you do get about a 90 degree on the elbow. And there is some wrist fist articulation that does spin around there, which is nice. And then there is waist articulation, which is very nice. That's always great on figures. And then if you pull up these little side skirts there, you do get some, he can kick out that much. He can kick back that much. He doesn't really have a lot of split capability there, but not bad, not bad. Not much at the upper thigh. There is a ball joint, but it seems very tight here, so you do get a little wiggle waggle there. And then there is some ankle rocker joint here, which is very nice on a Cyberverse figure. It's, you don't really see that so much anymore. So putting him down, let's just do some comparisons. Let's put his door back. Let's get him stood up there. And for comparison, here we have the Earthrise Prowl next to him. So again, sort of night and day as far as that plastic goes. I mean, this is a mainline release, so of course you get the really nice plastic in detail. And yeah, it's you know, look at them side by side, it's very obvious that soapy plastic there. So there he is with that Prowl, and just bring in that other one-step changer from the Ion Mega Shot, the one-step changer there from the Cyberverse line. There they are. There's a quick comparison. All right, so let's get this Siren Shot Prowl all transformed in his vehicle mode. All right, so here's Siren Shot Prowl all transformed into his vehicle mode. I think this guy looks really slick. I really like his vehicle mode. I almost like it as much as his bot mode. And despite that sort of soapy plastic they use, I think it doesn't bother me as much in vehicle mode as it did in bot mode. So yeah, I think it's really nice. I really like the design. One thing I was wrong about though is that I showed you on the back of the box where the feet had that lack of paint there, and I thought the feet sort of folded up and became the back of the tail lights, but I was wrong. They actually tuck in under the windshield, so that actually doesn't matter. So it doesn't really affect the vehicle mode as much. So if you can see on the back here as it comes around, that is a totally different section right there. So it actually cleans up nice. And let's take a look at the vehicle mode details. So here we have Siren Shot Prowl again. And yeah, really nice. Really liking this vehicle mode. You see police there with a nice metallic blue. You do get some, you get that peg sort of there, which I'm not a big fan of. At least they could have painted it black, but it's not a big deal. And on this side, you get some nice molded detail in through here on the tires. And again, through the back section there. It's very cool. You get the door handles there. You get the mirrors. And on the back, again, like I said, this is a totally different piece than what I thought formed the taillights. But you do get a little bit of red paint for the taillights. This is kind of an eyesore back here, but it's really not that bad. And then going around the figure, much the same. On the other side, you get some little nice little vents and things, little holes. I think that's for transformation, but still it has a nice effect there. And on the front, you do get the front of the police car mode. Again, done that nice metallic blue paint with some black and light blue accents. You get the Autobot symbol on the hood there. And you do get that translucent blue plastic for the windshield and the windows that go all the way around. And you do actually get in some molded windshield wipers there, which is very nice. And on top, that same blue metallic paint with the blue and the red paint for the sirens. So all in all, yeah, again, I think this, the sort of plastic doesn't, I don't mind it as much in the vehicle mode as I did in the bot mode for some reason. I don't know why. But you can take his accessories and plug his gun up top here. And what's really cool is that you can take his, he does have little ports here that you can take his blast effects and use as sort of, as exhaust on his exhaust pipes here, so that's very cool. So, and he does roll quite nicely too. He rolls very, very smoothly. So yeah, that's very cool. So it has a really nice effect. So there he is, all sort of armored up. Now let's take a look at the Earthrise Prowl here. So for a comparison, and Earthrise Prowl, let's take these off for a sec, just to do a quick size comparison there. And you can see the Earthrise Prowl is a lot longer and a lot wider. But yeah, that's a quick comparison there. So let's get that guy out. And let's put these blast effects back in. So yeah, all in all, yeah, I really like this figure. Again, I wasn't really expecting to pick him up, but I don't mind having another Prowl figure in my collection. And despite that sort of soapy plastic that they use for this guy, I don't think it really, doesn't bother me as much as it did on Siege Apeface. So for the Transformers Cyberverse Bumblebee series, this is Siren Shot Prowl. Thanks for watching. This has been Matt in Japan. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.